Hello and welcome to my project design breakdown for the Bomber Guy project. Now, before we get into things, this project design brief was based on the 2023 Search for a Star competition in games design from Gradzing Games. So in terms of the brief, the main focus was to take a unique mechanic and create something with that is showcasing that mechanic in a very simple way, and then using combinations of ways to show how it can be used in different aspects. So for me, I chose a bomb. I'll get into the game and I'll show you exactly how I worked that. So in here we have the bomb itself. In the design documents, I refer to it as the explosive because I wasn't quite sure what kind of visual I wanted to take for it. But we can run up and pick that up. Now we have a bomb. We also have a pad here in case we throw a bomb away. We can spawn a new one. So I now have 3, as you can see in the top middle of the screen. Now there's a couple of splashes here. I wanted there to be like a kind of chaotic comic book extreme look to it. So this is all a little bit much. There's a lot of information going on here, but it's all good. So we use left mouse button to throw the grenade into the hole, and off it goes. And then once it's done that, it will blow up everything, and everything will scatter out of the way. And then we can double jump using space to jump over to this area here. Now what I wanted to have was the bomb. Simple use case, it's a bomb. You throw things up. That's not the unique mechanic. We've got an enemy here, so let's throw a bomb behind him and then launch him away. There we go, he falls to his doom. We can follow the same. So this next level here, it's showcasing that the bomb will have an effect on boxes and elements in the level itself. It also showcases that it'll push the enemies out of the way. So we're just pushing that design a little bit further. Now this is the secondary aspect of the design. Bombs can propel you forward. Try throwing one here. Jump over it as it explodes. So quite literally we'll throw a bomb in here. As it explodes, we'll jump over it and whoosh. It extends our jump reach a little bit further from the impulse out from that. So the momentum of the bomb blowing up will push you forward. So that's extending the use of the bomb in this case. It's a secondary thing that it can use. So we'll push it to here. Now, third use, again, we're just getting simple uses of these mechanics out of the way now, just to showcase it. You can use the bombs to press the buttons. Now, I can jump and press this, but we're showcasing using the bomb to press the button. And there it goes. And it's moved this platform down so we can jump over and across, moving forward. Now, this is the secondary part of it. So I wanted there to be a very simple case of allowing players to use the techniques that they have developed to progress. So you can see this area in front of us here. There's that yellow pad that will give us a second bomb, and there's one of those pits there that we can throw a bomb into that will launch us up to there. So we know for the second part of this, that's what we need to do. We know that there's a platform up here, and we know that we have moving platforms based on buttons, and we also have this hole next to where we spawn, where if we pop inside we can see the button. So it's just giving players a moment to understand. Giving players a moment to understand the breakdown of the design elements here. So we've done this before. We know what this does. We find a button, there it is, and then we can move across this next section. We know that this yellow pad will give us another bomb, and we know that throwing bombs into these pits here and jumping over them as they explode, not before, but jumping over them as they explode will push us forwards to this next platform here. Now we've utilized all of the mechanics that we have in the game, except for one. So we have this here. Now we know we can't jump across this gap. It's far too big. Even with the double jump, we cannot make that across there. We see this platform here. We also see that there is one of those yellow boxes on the wall there. So we're going to have to be thinking about this. Now, the last and final and probably most important mechanic of this game is that you can reuse a bomb if you're quick enough to catch it. So if I throw this up here at this button, and catch it again, you see my counter has gone back up to 1. I've caught it, which means I can throw it again if I need to. Now we know that we can jump across here. We know that these pits, we can throw the bomb into there, and we know that when we do that, it'll launch us forward. Now, we also have a button down here that we know will move this platform. Now we can't jump across here. That is impossible for us to do. We might be able to make this jump here, but it's a bit of a risk. So what we should probably do is throw the bomb in here. As it explodes, pushes up, we can catch another bomb, and then we can use this bomb to press this button here. Now what we're doing is getting into complex uses of the mechanics that we have been given. We've gone through this entire level. We've pressed this button and we've jumped onto the platform and onto this pit. We've used this pit to propel ourselves up here, get another bomb, and then we've used that to press this button to move this platform, allowing us to get through the level. So it's utilizing every aspect of this what could be considered a very simple mechanic, but we've been able to utilize it in a lot of complex ways, which has elevated the puzzle parts of this platforming. Now, oh god, no, we're going to get absolutely bombarded by enemies here if we're not quick. So we've got a wall here. We know this stops them from being able to hit us. So we've got a couple of bombs here. We know that will propel them away. We know that we've got a button on the other side here. So let's press this button. That's moving this platform down. Perfect. Oh, but we need to pay attention because it also affects us. So we press the button. We make sure that we're not affected by it, or if we are, we're pushing forward so we can fight it. We've shoved all of these guys away. Got a few over in the distance there that might still be able to get us if we're not careful. But we have this platform here. And we can use that to jump up onto here. Now we have bombs still. These guys can probably still get us if they try, but we're in a pretty decent position. Now we've got a platform up here, so we need to really get up there. So, let's try this again. Push these guys away. Push this down. Jump up. Jump across. And then jump up. Grab another bomb. Now we've got this pit here, these enemies that are going to try and get us. Now we can try and press this before we jump onto this moving platform. I think the best case in this scenario is to press it and elevate ourselves up here. Now we've run through this entire level here. We've bypassed all these enemies. We've pressed the button. We've jumped onto the platform, which has taken us to the pit. We've used the pit to jump onto this higher platform. We've collected another bomb. We've jumped over. We've used the moving platform as a lift rather than getting it to come to us first. But we've pressed the button to move ourselves up, avoiding all of these enemies. And now we can move forwards to the end of the level. And there are a few reasons I chose this design. I wanted there to be really quick, chaotic levels. I mean, this level is kind of the culmination of everything that we've learned so far. We've got the enemies involved. We've done the platform-based puzzles. That means that we've had a really interesting experience getting through everything. And this kind of like the long culmination of chaotic movement, fast-paced decision-making. And we've kind of been able to push all of those. And it's elevated every mechanic choice that I made. It's pushed that singular mechanic really, because all it is a bomb and a double jump. That is kind of, that's everything that we have involved here. It's just simple movement mechanics and a bomb that if we're quick enough, we can pick it back up again. And that's created these really fun and engaging levels. They're short to get through. They're not too punishing, because if you fall off at any stage in here, you've not made so much progress that starting back at the beginning is too punishing. Everything is quick and easy, and enjoyable. And that was kind of the biggest feedback from playtesting, was that it was unique, but mostly it was enjoyable. And that's kind of what we're here for. And the thing is with this as well, there is growth. The combinations that you can get creating levels simply with movement and a reusable bomb, it's almost endless. And you can make them more complicated if you want. You can add checkpoints, so if you fall off, it's not too punishing for players. You could join all of these levels together into one large one. And outside of that, that's all it needs. But for now, I shall move forward into this portal. I shall speak to you again next time.